was the earliest class I had to go to, but now I don't have to go to that, so that's pretty cool. Everything else is meetings.
That's pretty sweet. What do you do in like meetings?
Like design meetings. Like
oh, that's sick.
Yeah, senior design started last semester. Goes all the way through.
Subtle flex.
That's not senior design. I'm in a booster design class, and then I'm in my senior design class. Booster design class, we're designing a rocket.
Holy shit.
But it's like a very shitty rocket because we've never designed a rocket before. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the professor was like, "Listen, we know all of your designs will suck. Whoever sucks the least gets an A." And we're like, "Oh, all right."
Crazy. So
yeah.
What have you been? Damn. So it's like the first time you got to finally like design.
Yeah, he said that at the beginning of the semester. He goes, I know you guys have been waiting your college careers for this moment. He goes, you can officially say that you're now doing rocket science. And I was like, fuck yeah.
That was the whole point, right?
Yeah.
The whole reason.
My whole so like when if you're sitting here trying to set up a mic, I go, come on, it's not rocket science, and then people can be like, fuck you, and I bet I actually do it. So I know.
I actually do rocket science.
I understand. I have the power to
say
it.
that.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth the money and time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's fun.
I actually enjoy it too, so the joke is a bonus.
That's fair.
That helps. Mr. Morrow, every time I see him, I walk in, whoever's in the room, he goes, "This is the kid he's getting a degree for a joke," and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, you're right."
That's fair. I mean, that's definitely a flex, if anything.
It is.
You guys want to start? You want to record it?
I've been recording.
Oh, you've been recording.
Yeah,
okay. They just
snuck
that up on us. Well, what's going on, guys? This will be episode 38, I believe, when this airs. It's weird. It's like the first one we're not doing live. But I really wanted to get. I mean, I guess now that the coronavirus hit and you're going to be around, I could have got you in on this Monday.
Yeah.
But either way, I really wanted to get you in. This is my man, Dylan Fraley. He's a rocket scientist, photographer, singer, kind of.
I dabble.
He writes really great diss tracks. And yeah, he's going to be working for SpaceX in the next couple of years. So
that'd be pretty cool.
Would you
Elon Musk?
Would you if NASA? I heard NASA was thinking about. Didn't NASA say something about coming back into like doing outer space?
2024, they're starting to do more lunar stuff again. That's the plan. It's the Artemis missions.
Would you rather work for NASA or SpaceX?
Probably NASA off the bat. I've heard SpaceX is a very high stress environment.
Really?
A lot of people go there for like 2 years, get it on their resume, and then they're like, "This is a lot of work. I gotta get out of here." So, I want to go to NASA. That'd be awesome. I would go to SpaceX. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to burn any bridges here.
That's
but
fair.
I'll go wherever will hire me to start with. So.
Yeah. Is there any what else? Like, where else can you what other kind of work is there other than as I obviously being
there's the big
uneducated
ones.
in it.
Lockheed Martin, they're more defense stuff. So like they're building the next missile, kind of the next generation missile.
You're like young Tony Stark.
Yeah, there's Boeing. They're figuring their stuff out.
Yeah.
They're having a lot of issues out there, but they're working on it. They're powering through. Somehow their stocks are just like, we're not going to drop even though we're having a lot of problems. They had those two 737 MAX crashes.
Oh my god!
And then they had their.
I didn't even know it was that. I heard about something like that.
Yeah, they had two crashes, full planes, and then they had a spaceship test. Yeah, people full. Yeah, not good. Not
big
good
L. Taking a big L.
So Boeing is out. Then they're finding out they're skipping all these tests and they're trying to make deadlines. They're making all these really bad decisions.
Killing people.
That's awesome. They got a new CEO who also went to Virginia Tech.
Okay, so maybe he'll represent.
Maybe. I don't know what the business school's doing over there. I don't know if they're good or not. All I know is my professors shit on them all the time. They make fun of them, and it's pretty awesome. So
I was gonna say that's kind of because it's definitely a different side of the school. How many kids are in your program, or how many young adults?
In my class, I think we're up to 200.
200 people.
Yeah,
that's still more than I would have thought. Into that.
That's including field. Air. Also, there's the air side and the space side. That's all of it. I'm pretty sure.
Which would you prefer to do?
Space. Yeah, I'm on the space side. I like the rockets.
Did you watch a lot of sci-fi movies growing up?
A little bit.
Do you listen or see anything when you watch movies now? Do you ever see something and be like, no, that's fucking stupid. That's not how it works.
I mean, Interstellar's pretty dope, and then they go in a black hole, and we're like, all right, well, we technically can't say it's wrong because we don't know what's going on in a black hole, but it doesn't seem to be right.
It seems like a little bit of a stretch.
Playing piano on a bookshelf.
That's pretty cool, though.
It is pretty
I still haven't seen the full movie, actually.
Dude, it's definitely one of my favorite movies.
How long is it?
Maybe 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's worth a watch.
It's like The Dark Knight, also same director, also around 2.5 hours. My other favorite movie.
Dark Knight's solid, very solid. How do you feel about the Twilight guy being the new Batman?
We'll see. I don't know. I have no idea.
It can't be worse than Ben Affleck. So
I didn't think that. I didn't think anyone could top Heath Ledger, and then Joaquin Phoenix was like, "Wait, let me try to be the Joker," and I was like, "All right."
Yeah, it was pretty
enough.
good. Yeah, I'd say it's
Fair
pretty
enough.
solid.
So maybe he's good.
So we were kind of saying beforehand that your spring break is being extended now, as well as mine. Yeah, mine just started. Is starting a week early now. Next week mine will start because of the coronavirus.
Interesting.
So what? Has there been any cases around in Virginia?
I think there's one in Virginia now, and I think it's Northern Virginia, D.C. area, which is where like 70% of the Virginia population is, and where like a good percentage of my school comes from. So
shit.
I think that's why they extended it. We didn't have any cases by us, but since everyone was going home to an area where it was, and a lot of people are traveling, they were like, maybe
it's not worth
be
it.
cautious here,
yeah.
Which is probably the right call.
Yeah, most likely. It's weird. I just watched the whole or was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast where he just had the guy on that works for the CDC. Literally yesterday, I think, right? And it was, yeah, the guy was just saying like how fucked people are. Like he's like, it's not as bad as they say it is, but it's pretty close. Basically, was the synopsis of listening
people
to
are
the whole thing.
panicking. I don't think the panic is warranted.
No,
I think caution is warranted, but I don't think we need to be buying 8,000 rolls of toilet
wow,
paper.
what the fuck? Why is toilet paper what you want extra of? Like
maybe you shit more when you have the coronavirus.
Oh, maybe.
It's a stomach bug in there.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we should probably stock up. We're gonna be wiping for
just sit
for
in
a
the
while.
bath. It's not gonna be solid. Just sit in the bathtub and just like keep it running or something. It's
As long
disgusting.
as you're not old, you just get me shitting. That's
Yeah,
all.
maybe
Old people shit a lot anyways. So
maybe Biden will get hit by the coronavirus.
I mean, if he does, he's fucked.
Yeah.
His brain's already a mush.
Dude, I think yeah, that's gotta be really shitty. That should be pretty scary for all the politicians out there.
Well, I
shaking
mean,
hands and
Trump.
stuff.
There's like 4 people that Trump has been in contact with that have it. Like one guy just got it and he like shook his hand the other day. So
Which is pretty ironic because didn't he say when he was running that like Hillary was gonna die if she got in office because she wasn't healthy, and now he's gonna die because of the coronavirus.
That dude's rich. They don't die.
Yeah, he can't die.
You got enough money, you can do it.
They'll freeze him. Huh?
Tom Hanks and his wife have the coronavirus.
That yes. Tom Hanks.
Well, Toy Story 4 was bad, I heard, so that's
Dude,
probably
what?
I heard it was bad. I didn't watch it.
That movie.
You did?
I loved it. I have Toy Story tattooed on my leg, and I love it.
I actually love the third. I've seen all of them except for the fourth one.
All of them are bangers. The fourth
Really?
one, I like the fourth one.
Everyone told me it was suck. It sucks.
looks
I didn't
so
go
good
see
too.
it.
The animation was fucking.
Well, now you have swayed me.
It's
I'm
worth
going
it.
to have to go check it out.
She liked it too. For those on the camera, his girlfriend over there, she liked the movie.
Girlfriend over there. She digs Toy Story 4, so I'll check it out. I'll give it a listen or a watch, I should say. So did you always want to go to Virginia Tech?
I didn't know where I wanted to go. I think I was good at math and I was good at science growing up. I got into high school. There was engineering. I was like, Mr. Morrow seems funny. I'm going to go to his classes. And then I was like, all right, I'm kind of good at this, so I should probably do engineering.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even remember choosing one. I just remember I was like, oh, all right, well, I like space. I like physics.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was junior, senior year. Like, what are you going to do? And I was like, I'm going to do engineering. Like, which one? And I was like, aerospace. That one seems like it fits my interests and it seems the coolest. I looked into programs. My cousin went to Virginia Tech, but he played baseball there.
Okay, a little
And
different.
I pretty much, I was like, do you like it there? And he was like, I loved it. And I was like, all right, so it's good.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to stay in Wisconsin. I wanted to see something new.
Yeah.
I wanted a big school. I wanted like big sports programs. See, I just wanted to like have fun also. And just kind of checked all the boxes. So I applied there, and I applied to like Marquette because it was free. They were like apply for free. And I'm like, all right, this will shut my mom up for about a week. And my mom's like, apply. And I was like, all right. So yeah, and then I was just like, got accepted. I was like, all right, well.
What did you want to do as a kid? Did you always want to do something like that? No way could you have thought like I want to build rockets.
I think first grade we did a project where we had to pick what we wanted to do and then cut out like little like cardboard kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
And I specifically remember I wanted blue pants for my veterinarian and a white jacket. And I fucked up the papers and I gave him a blue jacket and white pants. But I remember I did want to be a veterinarian. And I was like, I looked at it and I was like, I fucked that up. Okay.
Damn.
So then I was like, clearly I can't be a veterinarian.
Yeah, it's
and
not.
I was
destiny.
like, I'm going to stick with the math, avoid the creative stuff here.
What what kind of math are you in right now then?
I am in, technically it's a math class. It's called Applied Numerical Methods.
That sounds so terrifying to me.
It's pretty much coding, but math.
Holy shit.
But it's like, I don't know.
That sounds like, everybody's, well, I guess people that think like me is biggest nightmare. I fucking hate
It
that
turns
shit.
out that through just the aerospace curriculum, I didn't know this. If I would have known this a semester ago, I would have done it. I needed to take one more math class, and I'd have a math minor. So,
Damn.
you just do that much math naturally, and then they don't tell you. But
They're just sneaking it in
yeah,
there.
my advisor was like, "You have an aerospace degree. They know you do math. You don't need a minor." And I was like, "I just wanted it to be like, I got a fucking minor in math."
What's the graduation rate on an aerospace major?
I have
too?
no
It
idea.
can't be that
I know
high,
they
that's
thin
insane.
people out. There's, like I said, we're down to 200 when you ask how many people were in it.
How many people started in it then?
I don't know. There's probably
Okay.
like at least double that, I would assume.
Jesus
It's just
Christ.
every year more of them are like, all right, fuck this.
What's like the hardest thing you've had to do like in school wise? Like
There
any
is a
project
there
or
is a
something?
class called fluid flows. No, it's like I don't know. It used to be called aerohydro, and now it's like fluid flows. And
Mhm.
I don't know if it was the class that was hard or if it was the format it was taught in. But I remember the first test I got 32, and I was like, fuck. And I
Yeah.
checked, and the average was like a 34, and I was like, all right, that's good. And then
Yeah.
the second test average was like a 35. And no one liked that class. Everyone was just like, that's like one of the nightmares.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, people look back. Or like, I Uber drive on the weekends too.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I every once in a while I'll get an aerospace like freshman or sophomore, and they'll be like, I heard a lot about fluids. Like, how's that? Like, I heard it sucks.
You
And
tell
I'm like,
me.
yeah, dude,
It's the best
it
class
fucking.
actually. My favorite one.
I'm just like, if I did it, you can do it, because I still don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. And this kid's
Mhm.
like, I know how to do it. I'm gonna study this many hours a week. And I was like, that's way more than I did. So
Yeah,
you
maybe
can
it'll work out for him.
you should be fine
Yeah.
in theory. He also might burn himself up. We'll see.
What? So I didn't know you were an Uber driver on the weekends. So you had any interesting like?
I had a girl
interactions with that?
hit me with her body. I didn't hit I didn't hit her. I was turning right as she walked out of a building. She's just looking at her phone, and I was turning, and she just walked into the side of my door, and she was like,
What did she like freak out or anything?
she
Of
was
it, or were you guys
no.
just like?
I just looked, and I was like, she's fucking not hurt, and I kept going. I had passengers in there, and they're like, did we just hit her? And I go, she hit me. The
Damn.
guy laughed, and I was like, all right, well, she's fine. I didn't like run over her foot or anything, but
What's your Uber rating?
it's like a 4.8, I think.
That's
After like
pretty good.
300 something rating. I have one star. I don't know where the fuck it came from.
Oh, fuck.
No idea. Never saw it. I feel like usually it tells you like, hey, here's a review you got.
Yeah.
It's like 300 5 stars, and then like a handful of 4 stars. And there's like one guy, 2 guys. It's like 3 stars. There's just one star. And I'm like, what the fuck did I? I don't. I feel like that would stand out in my head. Like
Yeah.
I would know that I fucked
That you
up.
did something so bad to get
Yeah.
one
So
star.
if you're out there and you give me 1 star and you're watching this, fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck you. What's the worst? Have you ever done bad? Like, how do you do bad other than like maybe driving a little crazy?
They don't like my music. They're like, is this Blink-182, you piece of shit? What the fuck is
they
that?
on Blink-182?
I don't know. I usually play shit that I'm like, all right, I don't know what people like, because I listened to metal in high school.
Mhm.
But, like I know what people listen to when they were all like 13, so I play Blink-182,
Yeah.
Green Day, Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco.
Mhm.
And most like white girls love that shit.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh my god.
I love that shit. I'm
Exactly,
like
I
that.
love that shit. I still listen to that shit all the time. Like, I haven't heard this in 10 years. I'm like, I heard it 5 times tonight.
Yeah, I heard it a couple times a day.
Yeah, so then I also have like Red Hot Chili Peppers on a playlist.
Okay, yeah, solid.
So like the
this is all like
playlist-
very
yeah, exactly.
popular.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
yeah.
it's like go-to. Like I have old ladies that are like, this is great music.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank you. And then there's like other ones. I got some girls that were like almost crying.
Mhm.
They're like, this is reminding me of my dad.
Oh
Like,
my
I miss
God.
him. And I was like, Jesus Christ,
Fuck,
this is a
dude.
great
didn't,
song.
Didn't sign up for that.
Yeah, this is a great song. You're too drunk for this, but all right.
Has anyone ever been like really like belligerent?
Oh,
or,
there's
like,
people
rude
that.
to you.
I mean, there's like multiple kinds of drunks. I mean, as everyone knows, but like I've
Mhm.
gotten the big fat guys who
Ooh.
are yelling out the window, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ. I had one
So
guy who
good.
was like, I'll give you $200 right now. You drive us to that strip club 45 minutes away. I was like, dude, it's 2 in the morning. I don't want to go to West Virginia right now.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, and then there's like other ones where like they just fall asleep in the back, and I'm like, hey man,
We're
hey
here.
man, like wake up. And they're like, "What?"
Slam on the horn.
I'm like, dude, all right, get out of here. I had to like help some dude out with his like little girlfriend. He was like a big guy, you know, kind of like me, my little girlfriend over there. I'm a little big, so like if I fall asleep, she can't get me.
Yeah.
So then you'd ask the Uber driver and be like, come on, and I'm just
Dude, I had to, cause I bartend in Lake Geneva, and there was a guy that he bartends in Lake Geneva also at a different place, and he came to our bar, and apparently he had like a date, and she just stood him up, and so I didn't see, I saw him at the beginning of the night. I was like, oh hey, how's it going, man? Cause he works at Sopra's in Lake Geneva, so like I've seen him a couple of times, and so I gave him a beer, and then he went downstairs. So we have 2 bars, so he went to the other bar.
mm-hmm.
And when he came back upstairs like 2 hours later, he could barely walk. And then like my manager was like, hey, do you think like you can call him an Uber? So like we're trying to call him an Uber, and like he's like, no. And he just like goes down, like starts walking down the road. And then like I'm like, okay, well, I'm just not gonna call an Uber driver. So then I go back in the bar. I'm just cleaning up, and we've got like glass windows on where our bar is, and he just like, like his whole body, because it's like a big sliding glass door, just like, doof, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like, what are you? And he like opens the door, and he's like, hey man, can I get a ride home? And I'm like, so I go get my manager. I'm like, hey, can I give this guy a ride home, or like, do you want to give him a ride home? And she's like, well, and she doesn't want to drive him because she's a chick. Like, that's kind of sketchy. So then I drive this dude home, and he tells me where his house is. We show up. He walks in, walks back out. He's like, oh, this is not my house. That's my house over there. I'm like, dude, you just were inside. You were just inside. And he's like, yeah, no, it's the one 2 blocks down. I'm like, holy fuck. And so, like, I don't know if I just, like, assisted in, a breaking and entering or what.
I can relate with his portion of the story. I was supposed to go to Shane Raymond's old house. I don't know where he lives now, but he lives somewhere. And I was supposed to go to his house. And they didn't tell me really where it was. And, like, I saw a bunch of cars parked outside, so I just, like, walk. I, like, go up, and there's music playing, I hear it, and I just walk in. And then there's just a family of, like, 4. And they just all look at me. And I was like...
Dad?
I didn't know any of them, but somehow, thank fucking God, the mom goes, oh, hey, Dylan. And I was like, who the fuck is this? How does she know who I am?
Damn.
And I was like, this is not Shane. And she's like, yeah, all right. She's like, oh, yeah, he lives the street over. Come out the back door. And I was like... This could have been a lot worse.
Wow, that went really well.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was the Richters. I think it was the Richter's house. Like Evan Richter.
Really?
Yeah, so I fucking walked in their front door, and their, like, 7-year-old daughter is just like... and I was like, I am not dangerous, I promise.
This is not... Yeah.
I know it does not look this way.
Damn, yeah, that's
and the dad was
one.
just like, who the fuck is it? But luckily, before he got the chance to, like, I don't know, shoot me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wisconsin.
Put an end to this.
The mom was like, oh, hey, Dylan, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know anymore.
Very I didn't know Shane lived over. That makes sense.
I don't know if he still does, but it was a cool house. But yeah, so I can relate with that drunk man.
That's funny.
I don't drink, and I've ended up in the wrong house, so.
That's fair. You don't drink at all?
No.
Really?
Yeah, don't drink, don't smoke.
I don't either, but I just never. I think you're the first person on the show other than me that doesn't.
Hell
so.
yeah, I didn't know you did
Interesting.
either.
Yeah, no, I'm boring and sober.
We're just vibing, dude.
Yeah.
She hates when I say that. We're fucking vibing.
What's up with vibing? What's the story behind that?
I just say it all the time because there's things that people like to say, and
that's true.
As they say it, I'm like, fuck that, I don't want to say it, and then eventually I say it ironically. Everyone knows you say it ironically. Eventually it pisses someone off, aka her, and it's funnier to me. And I say it as a joke, and then it turns into a real thing, and now I can say like, oh, I'm doing it as a joke, but like I still say it, so
yeah,
I can't really talk shit, but.
And then eventually you'll get her to say it, and then.
Oh yeah, she said, yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. I say shit, and then everyone's like, "Do you stop saying that?" And I'm like, "Just say it once, it's fun." And then they say it, like, "All right, fine."
Yeah, it's contagious, just like Corona.
Exactly. Yeah, a little cough here, and then soon everyone's vibing.
Yeah, no, these guys had it. Who's the guy who started the Bucko thing?
Oh, haha, Davis.
Haha Davis. Like they watched some video, and I was like, "What the fuck is that guy saying?" And then like the next 2 days, like Pat and Nick just kept saying Bucko after every sentence, and now it's like the most used word in our vocabulary. It's like, it's a positive, it's a negative, it's like I love you or I hate you, and it's just like.
There's too many of those that I have, and I can't even think of any of them, but they happen.
It's just like if you're like, oh, it's all good, buddy, or you're like,
yeah, it's all good,
buddy.
Bucko.
Like, all right, bud.
Hey there, bud.
Totally, yeah, exactly. Hey there. Like, you can like say it in the same thing with Bucko. Like I'll be like, yeah, Bucko, or I call them the Buckos when I'm pissed at them.
Yeah,
I'm like,
hey,
the
fucking Buckos.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The
Buckos. I'm like, where are the Buckos, dude? Where the fuck are they?
Put a buck in a bucket there, Bucko.
So, what does your family think about you being a rocket scientist? Are they like, did they want you to do that, or like, is that something?
My mom is fucking stoked. She's
like,
you're smart, and then she's like, what the fuck's Cole doing? Cole's out there building houses or something. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
I mean, that's useful too.
Yeah,
man.
it's useful. It's honorable, but Cole is also doesn't know what he's doing.
He's gonna come up with the ship or the rocket,
and then he builds it.
Make it.
Yeah, there we go. He's the manufacturer.
He'll put it
yeah,
together.
my mom loves it. My dad always is like, I'm good at math too, and I'm like, you're not good at math. I was like, you can do like multiplication, sure, maybe, probably not, but he just always sticks to that.
So like, damn, yeah. My mom would probably be pretty proud of me if I was a rocket scientist. So that's gotta feel good.
Yeah, it's like it's enough it's one of those things. It's like I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a fucking rocket scientist. It's like up there.
Yeah.
It's like even though
I'd say it's cooler, honestly.
It's cooler. Oh, I think it's cooler.
Definitely cooler. I don't know. Like pay range is probably pretty close too, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I don't know. It's maybe not that high. I don't know. It's a tough call, but there's just the best part is that I can say it even though I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. A lot of people like assume I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's like I mean that's kind of because anybody who's going to school for something, it's like I'm going to school for business management and it's like, and marketing and stuff, and it's like I do schoolwork for like 2 hours a week. I'm like a junior, like I'm gonna be done soon, you know. And it's like people ask me like, well, what do you like learn? And it's like I don't know. It's pretty much shit that you already know. I guess. I mean, obviously you're in your case totally different, but either way, like everybody still like crams last second for a test, like whatever. Like doesn't matter what you're going into. And I think that's like you don't think about that with doctors or rocket scientists or fucking.
You know, I'm struggling out there. It's a little more than 2 hours.
But that's pushing you probably to be better, and when you do get into the field.
It's like when I started freshman year, sophomore year, I didn't study for a single test in high school. So I didn't study for a single thing. I never did homework at home. I'd finish it in study hall, did it in class. It's just I got the freshman year. And then the problem was my first test, I got a 91 with bonuses and like calc or something. So I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I got this shit. And I like barely studied.
Same as high school.
So then I took a calc test or a physics test. No, chem test. Took a chem test and I still didn't study as much. And then it fucking just destroyed me. I got like a 70-ish.
Yeah. Oh,
and I was just like, it's not bad. And I'm glad for 70s nowadays. But back then I was like, fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so then I was like, I need to learn how to actually study, don't I? And I'm still kind of figuring that shit out because I'm pretty bad at being a student.
Studying, it's weird because it's like, sometimes it's just you just feel like you're memorizing. It's hard to get out of memorizing and into like actually learning something.
I'm not good at taking like normal tests anymore. Like if like I take like a gen ed kind of class, I don't know what to do to study because I'm so used to like having slides and formulas to write down because they're like, oh, you get a formula sheet. So I write down the formulas. I try to like think as I'm writing, like, all right, what is this one for? What does this do? How does this work? What is associated with it? But with like a normal one like vocab, I'm like, I just have to fucking remember this shit. Like,
I just have to literally put this into my brain and regurgitate it in a couple weeks.
I'm like, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, fuck that. What's the biggest like misconception that your friends or family or anybody who's like, because obviously even when like I say like, oh, like he's gonna be a rocket scientist, like it's like crazy to me to comprehend, but like what's the biggest thing that people get wrong about it?
Everyone just assumes I'm a genius.
That's fair. That's fair.
If you go to my classes and you talk to people in there, there's people that are fucking way smarter than me.
Yeah.
Like it's just. People talk to me and they're like around here I guess maybe they're like, oh yeah, wow, Virginia Tech, that's crazy. But then it was like in like applying for jobs and shit, they're like, it's no MIT though, and I'm like, fuck, you're right, that's fair. I'm like, that's fair. And they're just like, oh, you must be really smart, and like I'm like, no, go talk to these other kids that are in my classes, they're way
you're smart enough to sit at the table. That's
exactly. I just sit there and I'm just eventually every once in a while I'm like just shout something out and they're like, yeah, maybe, or they're like, dude, shut the fuck up, and I'm like,
stop.
Oh, that's fair.
Damn. What have you had a lot of good classmates then, or rocket? Because I know it's like I did just because like I did some media courses and stuff because obviously like I like doing media and whatever. And when I had like anybody from like theater and stuff, like just totally different stuff because I'm used to like sports and I don't know, I'm not theater and like theater people have like a niche and like
they know
do people like really heavy math science people, do they have like, is it kind of weird since you're very like you're an outgoing person? You like, I know some of them are sometimes like that accountant vibe where they're like computer.
Oh yeah, there's some kids. I had this kid who was my partner for a lab, and I did everything in this lab, and he would just kind of like every once in a while be like, hey man, like he's known as like the kid. It's like how we kind of have Sherman and
oh god,
like I just saw Sherman the other day. I love Sherman, you know. Or I just saw him earlier on the way here pulling out of my neighborhood.
Oh, he's
but like we have a kid in our like even in college level who's like that kid, like, oh fuck, you got that kid as your partner, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, and
we're gonna get Sherman on the fucking show, dude.
Dude, that would be fucking great.
I had a guy who was scheduled for this Monday canceled, so maybe I'll ask him.
I'll go over to his house and be like, hey man, I got an opportunity for you, and I'm like, I don't need opportunities, I go to fucking Carthage, and I'm like, all right.
That's what he would say too. That's literally he's my weekly entertainment whenever he posts on Snapchat.
Dude, he would just be like, I had 6 opportunities in the past hour. What the fuck makes you think that I need you? And I'd be like, Sherm, I respect that.
I want to go to one of his games at Carthage.
Apparently, he's got the touch of a god, and he's the next Zlatan or something.
Yeah, he must have really busted his ass from when I was at.
Yeah, dude. He's been grinding. He's
I guess.
He's out here scoring Panenkas and fucking milfs. That's apparently, according to his story, that's what he's doing.
Do you miss playing soccer at all?
Yeah.
Speaking of.
Yeah, I'm definitely. If this is the first time you're seeing me since high school, I'm definitely a little fluffier. So. Yeah,
have you been playing much?
I usually play a little bit in the summers, as long as it's pretty much just like, hey, let's do an open gym, and then 4 people show up and like shoot around for 40 minutes, and I'm like, all right, maybe next time.
Yeah, it's tough to get an open gym together with soccer. It's
because most people know that it's all bullshit, and we're like, there's 15 people coming, and then there's never 15.
But you know what sucks too about that? Because in the summertime too, Saturdays and Sundays, like I get the gym just right down the road here to play basketball in the mornings, and like first weekend, everyone's like, oh yeah, let's, because they. They're at school all year, and then they're like, oh, sweet, we can all play somewhere. Then after that, it's like I have to lie to everyone and be like, no, dude, you'll make 10. Like, and I just list like 9 random names, and he's like, dude, Josh is with me. And I'm like, well, he said he was coming. He's like, dude, he's going home. And I'm like, fuck.
Thanks, Josh, you prick.
Fucking asshole. But it's like, yeah, you're just lying to everybody to get them to show up. And I hate that.
It's like you always have one person where you're like, you come in like, yeah, and I'm bringing this person, this person, this person.
Mm-hmm.
And then they show up by themselves like, yeah, he's eating dinner.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's 2 o'clock. Who the fuck is Thanksgiving?
No,
Why are you eating dinner?
It's the worst.
Yeah.
I honestly, it's hard with soccer too because you need like way more people. Like basketball, we only need 10 guys.
Yeah.
Technically, you guys need like 20, 22.
Yeah, I played a little bit of intramurals in like my freshman year, and then I think I signed up sophomore year, and I don't remember if I played, but it just
was it fun then or?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. The problem was I get matched up with a bunch of random kids. And then,
you don't know anybody.
Yeah, and then you get like you look at the schedule and it's like Alpha Chi Omega Team 3, and you're like, this is the 3rd team of a full frat, and they just get on and they fucking destroy you, like 6-0, and you're like, all right, well,
frat guys can play soccer too.
I don't know what they can't do, dude. They can't have consensual sex. That's about it.
Yeah. Are there scary frats at Virginia Tech?
No, but I just am not a frat guy.
I hate.
It's not my culture.
No, I despise it. It's disgusting.
I'll be Ubering, and they're like, you look young. You go here? Yeah. You in a frat? No.
You trying to be a new pledge?
How dare you assume that?
Trying to be a new pledge. Fucking frats are scary, man. It's like cult religion.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just like all the hazing and shit.
Yeah, especially not drinking or smoking. Like you can't even do half the shit that they would.
I wouldn't. And then there's just so many rules that they try to like have like a hierarchy, and it's like I don't want to fucking listen to this guy.
It's like weirdly insecure too. Like if you ever like, I remember, I don't really get out. I don't really party much either. But like I've been to my friend. I would go to my friend's school, Carol, in Waukesha.
Yeah.
And she was saying that we were gonna get into this party or whatever. And then she had said something about like, actually I don't think like you should come tonight because they won't let you in because like, you have to have the certain ratio. You have to bring like 12 girls with you to get in. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's like 5 girls coming. That's not enough. Like I'm the only dude coming in. Like, well, really? And so yeah, it was really annoying.
Yeah, it's like some dude that fucking body slams a plastic table will tell you can't come into his house, and you're like, what the fuck could I possibly fuck up?
Yeah, dude, like I'm not stopping you from doing that.
Yeah, it's like you're breaking your own tables, dude. I just want to hang out.
I wouldn't mind getting thrown through one though. So if they wanted to throw me through, I want to try it. It looks really
Some
fun.
WWE shit.
Oh yeah.
It's a long going rivalry of frat boys and tables.
Yeah, it's awesome. But I saw. Did you see that Walmart WWE?
Oh
wrestling
yeah,
match?
I've seen 2 of them.
Really?
I was like, these 2 separate wrestling matches in Walmarts.
Walmart is a fucking terrifying place. I had a guy on last week that works at Walmart. Tim used to work at Walmart, and it's people, shit in like the fucking toddler's clothes section.
That's
like grown man shit. That's not a child's shit. That's disgusting. That's terrifying.
I wonder what they get out of that. Like, does he walk out with a boner and he's like, fucking successful day? And you're just like, Jesus, man.
People like OD on fucking heroin in the bathroom, dude. It's scary as fuck at Walmart.
What'd you do today? I did some heroin and shit in a diaper in the toddler section.
Of Walmart.
It was not my diaper, and then I left with a boner.
That's why I love going. It's scary, but I love going because you get to see those kind of people.
He gets in a Honda Civic and goes to his mom's house.
Pat's calling you out, bro. Pat, you said sit. So like, what's the your kind of dream then with like rocket science or just in life? Like, where do you want to? What's the goal for Dylan?
I want to do something that gets us to Mars. That's my like end goal. Just to be able to like one day, when everyone's sitting there watching their TV and the news is like, NASA landed on Mars today. I want to be like, yeah, I designed the propulsion tank for the rocket that left them there or whatever. You know, launched them. I just want to be able to claim a part that I helped.
That's pretty sick.
So I can be like, yeah, I helped get to Mars, and they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you fucking heard me. I helped us get to Mars.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's my end goal. That's like the next thing. We already did the moon, which we're going back to the moon, trying to set up a little base to go to Mars.
So what do you say to people that think the moon landing is fake?
I don't know. Watch Apollo 11, the documentary, because that shit is so good, and that's like found footage from NASA. Like they pretty much filmed everything. That they did. They're just like, we're gonna document this. They filmed it all, and they never used it, and they just sat in a closet. And then someone like found it and was like, yo, can we like use this? And they made like an insanely good documentary out of it. Yeah. The only narration is like real audio from like mission control and newscasters of the time.
Holy cow.
So it's all legit footage. If you want to go through that, try to pick it apart, feel free.
I've seen parts of that documentary, but
I just saw it again.
Really?
The second time the other day, and I fucking love that documentary.
It's gotta be inspiring. Have you seen what's that one movie with?
Dude, I tear up when Neil Armstrong's about to take his first little step. I tear up.
Yeah, that's pretty insane, man. I don't. It's crazy to me that people still. We were joking the other day, and like that someone was making a joke that it was fake or blah blah blah.
I joke about it all the time too. That's not gonna be good if I ever get a real job at NASA. And I'm like, yeah, it was totally fake. I'm like, wait, what?
They just
that guy works there.
Yeah, they just execute.
And I'm like, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, no, that. What's that other movie with Jake Gyllenhaal? Is it Jake Gyllenhaal? October Sky. Have you seen October Sky? The one where they build the rockets.
I have not.
It was like this shitty mining town, and like these kids wanted.
Oh wait, maybe I did actually. Yeah,
I think
I watched that in physics class with Blount. Yeah.
Oh, they did watch it in Blount.
Yeah,
we watched it in grade school, and then I think we watched it again in Blount. And everyone was like, "This movie sucks." I was like, "I loved it in grade school," so I was like, "I love this movie," and everyone was like, "Dude, it's fucking lame ass school movie." I'm like,
I remembered enjoying it. I don't know.
It's cool. It's just I don't know. I'm not trying to be a rocket scientist or anything like that. It's fucking cool. Some school movies are gas. But speaking of NASA's competition, SpaceX, what are your thoughts on Elon and the Cybertruck?
Dude, I think the way I look at it is if you see that thing on the road, you're looking at it. You know?
That's true.
You're gonna look at it and be like, oh shit, that's different. It stands out and it's not bad. I like it. I think it's cool. Obviously, it could be a little different, but it's not boring.
I mean, he's a marketing genius, and he doesn't pay for any marketing.
Exactly.
So that's pretty insane.
No, everyone's like, oh, it's fucking ugly. It's like, I hate it. And it's like, that's fair. But if you see that thing on the road, you're going to notice it.
Well, and they hate it enough to share it on Facebook, so then everybody else still sees it. Now, someone else that liked it bought it, so you really just...
I think they're cool.
I thought it was pretty cool, too. And I like the four-wheeler. It comes with a fucking four-wheeler. Like a Tesla four-wheeler. What the fuck does that even look like? That sounds awesome.
Yeah, Elon Musk is certainly a weird dude, but I fucking respect the shit out of him. That dude's a genius. So he's just always in his head, just what can be fixed, improved.
What can be done, yeah.
He's just always turning, and he fucking made it work. He's got like 3 companies just like doing whatever he wants.
Yeah, no, he's insane, and I'm not even in that kind of big realm, but I can just respect how insane he is.
It's just like dude's like, we're gonna make the best electric car, we're gonna make reusable rocket boosters. He's doing all this helpful shit for the future, and he makes a flamethrower, and everyone's like, why the fuck's he wasting his time making a flamethrower? Fuck him, blah blah blah. He's got all this money.
Why not have some fun?
Yeah, it's like, dude, he just did like 4 things.
And isn't he trying to make fucking solar panels shingles?
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure they're out now. Yeah.
Yeah, I want those. When I build my house, I'm gonna have that shit.
And they like look good.
Yeah,
that's the thing. They don't look shitty. They look good. They look like normal panels.
And you know what? Someone just told me. I mean, he was from Lake Geneva, and so he is around a lot of money. But he was like, Teslas are shitty as fuck. He's like, I would never drive. He's like, I've driven a Tesla, plastic piece of shit. It's like it's got nothing on a Mercedes. And I'm like, all right, well, I drive a RAV, so I'll take a Tesla any day of the week that can drive me on its own.
Diaper guy would love a Tesla. I'll tell you that much.
Exactly. I think Teslas are fucking cool.
I think they're dope. That's like my
That's my dream car. It's like the SUV one. That one looks awesome.
The fucking giant windshield. That thing's so dope.
Oh, it's so cool.
I love it. I wouldn't call myself a fanboy, but I'm not a hater. So
yeah, I'm not into it enough where I don't know any of the specs. I just know it can drive itself if I want it to, and it's awesome.
And the shit goes fast. It does go fast.
Yeah, that I've heard too.
I've seen them racing it where they strip it down and they have like a little street race, and they make it as light as possible, and like they race normal street racing cars.
Is that on YouTube?
It's either that or it was some Netflix show. I don't remember.
I've seen it on YouTube.
I was so much to check that out for sure.
Awesome.
What so obviously you do photography then. Anybody that checks out your Instagram would know. When did you get into that?
My summer between my freshman and sophomore year of college. Yeah.
And how, and like why and who got you into it, and like how did you kind of get your foot?
When I was a
in the door?
kid, I remember I would like randomly grab my mom's camera and take pictures of shit in the front yard probably once every 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always kind of like fucking around with it, like, oh, this is fun for like a day.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking at some point in my life I wanted to be a Nat Geo wildlife photographer
Oh.
for probably 2 months of my life.
I mean,
I was
that's
like,
some
this would
cool
be
shit
sick.
too.
I was like, that would be so dope. And then I went home after my freshman year, and my friend Jordan Bank, as you probably know him,
Oh yeah.
he was like, yeah, I've been trying to go outside more, like trying to do more shit and see things and like hike. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, all right. He's like, let's go to Starved Rock. And I was like, yeah, I'm down.
Where's that?
It's Illinois.
Oh okay.
It's like central-ish, almost central Illinois.
Oh okay. Yeah, I've never
But
heard of
yeah, he was like, let's go. And I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll bring my mom's camera. And so I brought it, and I was like just taking pictures of shit. And he was like, yeah, I've always been kind of interested in photography. It always seemed cool. And I was like, yeah, me too. Like, it's always been one of those things that I thought was cool that people did. Like Braden Walmsley.
Oh yeah.
He's a photographer, and I always like would see his shit, and I was like, oh, that's fucking like that's dope. I want to try that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So then Jordan was like, yeah, let's do another thing. Like, let's go up to the Apostle Islands, which is like northern Wisconsin, like one of the most northern points, if not the most northern point. He was like, let's go up there. He's like, I'll bring my mom's camera, you bring your mom's. Like, let's just shoot. And we're like, all right, fuck it. Picked me up from work after like 11:30 at night because I was working second shift, and we just fucking drove
Damn.
all the way up there, and we were just shooting, and we were like fell in love with it. And we both kind of, it helped that we both did it together.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
then we were learning together. We were like, oh, what do you do? Like, how do you do this? He got his own camera. He's like, hey, I've been looking. I was up north at a grad party. I was like, I want to shoot stars. And he's like, try these settings. I Googled it, and that was the first time I used manual mode instead of the automatic mode.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, holy fuck, I could see stars. That was like one of my goals. Like, I wanted to shoot stars.
Yeah.
I always thought that was cool, and I never knew how it worked.
Yeah.
So, like, I was just really shitty pictures where there's, like, little white dots. It was, like, technically stars. But I was like, holy fuck,
But
I
it's
can see
next
them.
level. Yeah. At
I
that
was like, I
time.
can fucking see them. So then eventually I got my own camera, and it just was all
What
fucking...
do you shoot with?
I started on a Nikon D5500, but now I have a D750.
Okay, so you like Nikon then?
Well, yeah, because Jordan bought a Nikon, and he was like, oh, I used his. I was like, oh, this is dope. I like it. And then so I was like, I'll get my own Nikon. I bought a Nikon, and then a month later, he's like, I got a Sony. And I was like, you motherfucker. Because I was like, we could share lenses and shit. And then he was like, I got a Sony. I was like, you fucking dick.
Damn, sad.
So fuck you, Jordan.
Yeah, fuck you.
I said
Jordan.
fuck you a lot. of
I've
people
got
on this
Canon.
podcast.
I've got two Canon. We have a Nikon over there. I don't even know which one.
She shoots Canon. She's a portrait photographer, professional soon. She's about to get signed to an agency.
Holy shit.
She's better than me. I can do landscapes. She can do portraits.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so she makes me look okay sometimes with the camera.
So when did you start? When did you go from like just like pointing your camera at shit and trying to like take pictures with even with like manual settings to like going in and color grading and like actually like getting really balls deep into the editing side of things?
I used to just put it into my phone on Snapseed, and I would fuck with all these settings, and I would send it back to myself, and that's what I would use.
Mm-hmm.
But then Jordan was like, I got Lightroom, and I was like, what the fuck is
Lightroom is dope.
I was like, what the fuck is that? I got that. I started fucking with some little, like, the basic settings, and I was like, oh, shit, alright, this is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really use Photoshop too much, and then I remember I took just some random pictures, and Jordan was like, try using, like, a different color there, and I was like, how the fuck do you do that? He was like, look at the HSL, like, which is, like, hue, saturation, luminance.
Yeah.
And I started messing with that, and it was like a whole new thing. It was like, it's just learning one little thing of Lightroom at a time, learning one thing. And eventually I was like, got to a point, I knew what everything did, but I didn't like really put thought into it. I just did like random, I was like, oh, usually I like contrast up, usually I like clarity up, highlights down.
Yeah.
And it just looked like shit. But like I was learning, and I was like, oh fuck, this is so cool.
Yeah.
And then it got to a point that I just started looking at people that I followed and what they did. And I was like, oh, how the fuck do they make their picture look like that?
Mm-hmm.
And like Jordan would go to the extent of like trying to get the exact preset, like how do I get that style in every photo?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I just wanted to be like, how the fuck do I get it to look like this overall kind of feel?
Mm-hmm.
And I would just mess with it more and more. And then I finally got to the point where I was editing, and I felt like my camera wasn't enough. Like I feel like most people want like, they're like, I need the best camera so I can shoot the best pictures, whereas like you can't do that if you don't know how to edit.
Yeah.
I actually learned how to edit just through process, like, and over time, just by experimentation, to where I felt like my camera was limiting me. That's when I upgraded the D750.
Which is probably when you should.
When I got the D750, all of a sudden the way I wanted to edit, like I had a picture in mind that I wanted to edit.
Mm-hmm.
Now I could do it because I had like the range and like all the data in that picture that I could mess with.
Yeah.
And that's when I feel like I really took the final step to where I'm at now.
Because
Now
I
it's
saw,
just progression.
yeah, because I saw. I mean, you posted. It was a while back, but it was like that. I forget which exact picture. It was like the one with that boat in I think Chicago.
Yeah.
The yellow boat, and like you put it like the first time you.
Yeah, and the
posted
first
it.
time the sky was all this shitty orange.
I mean, I still thought like when you posted
Yeah.
it the first time, I was still like, okay,
a
this
lot
is
of
dope.
people. A lot of people were like, I still think it's good, but I look back at it and I'm like, that's one of the worst pictures I've ever seen. If
Yeah.
I saw that post on Instagram today, if it was sponsored to me, I would send it to my friends and laugh. I would go, what the fuck is this? Who pays to share this?
Yeah,
Which I still do to a lot of photos. No offense, everyone that sponsors their photos and they're bad.
that's fair.
Yeah, but
I thought the second edit's insane.
yeah, it's just like I started, really high contrast, really high. Like everyone who shoots eventually is like, we need really high clarity, and you're like, you don't need really high clarity. Don't do that. Stop. Everyone's like, no, it doesn't look good. You think it looks good? 6 months, it's not gonna look good. You're
Yeah,
gonna
once you
realize.
learn what you're doing.
Yeah,
I
so-
have no idea what I'm doing with photography.
Yeah, so I would
so
just
I don't do it.
I just do shit like that. I'd be like high contrast, high clarity. Ooh, I like this color, and like the
Mhm.
colors are so super not natural, super bad. Everything just nothing really blends well.
Yeah.
And now I'm the exact opposite. I'm like negative contrast, negative clarity, negative dehaze, make it feel soft and like kind of magical rather than really harsh and clear and like just like attacking my eyes.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
I would know it if you showed it to me, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know the descriptions as well.
Yeah.
But so what made you kind of lean towards landscapes as opposed to like people?
I like seeing cool shit.
Okay.
Like Jordan, when we first started, when Jordan said, he's like, I want to get outside and I want to hike more. And I was like,
Mhm.
yeah. I was like, might as well. And then I went to school in Virginia when I saw it. I started photography really once I got back to Virginia because I was like, oh, fuck. I can go on all these hikes. I can shoot
There's cool
waterfalls.
shit here,
I can
yeah.
shoot mountains.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, the more I shot, the more I was like, I've seen a lot of cool shit. So like that's my favorite thing about my pictures is like everyone looks at the picture like that's a dope picture. I look at the picture and I remember what it took to get to that spot. How cold was it? Like, was there some guy who was like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" It's like I'm taking pictures. I have a camera in my hand. You fuck. What do you think
what
I'm
do you
doing?
think I'm doing?
Yeah, so like I have like the whole story and memory associated with it, and it's like I was actually at that spot. So like when I went to Canada, I have all these pictures where everyone's like, "Wow, beautiful! Like that's crazy!" And like I actually got to see that. So
Mhm.
it's cool to be able to go places. I guess I like traveling.
Yeah, that's gotta be cool. Where's the coolest place you've traveled to?
Banff National Park in Canada, by far.
Really?
It's just the mountains are unreal. It just
Insane.
makes no sense. It's so much cool shit in such a tight little compact area.
Is there anywhere you want to go really bad?
Really want to go to Norway with her. She wants to go to Norway super bad. I want to see like the Northern Lights. I really want to see those.
That'd be probably pretty cool to shoot, I'd imagine also.
Yeah. There's like Iceland, Norway. I just want to go to like every major city. I recently went to Barcelona and Paris with
Oh, yeah.
her. That was awesome. My first time out of the country.
First time out of the country at all?
Other than Canada, I guess.
Oh,
which,
yes,
yeah. But that was, pre-COVID-19.
Yeah, now you're not going.
Had to worry about pickpocketers not fucking dying of a flu.
Not breathing.
Yeah,
too
exactly.
heavy.
Yeah,
Damn,
but
that's
so that was awesome. It's just like everywhere I go is awesome. Like, because I make sure it's like, if I go here, I want to know what the fuck's up. I don't. Like, if I'm going to go that far, I want to make sure I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah, and be able to get, and like you said, that's a cool way to look at photography too. Is like, you
Yeah.
kind of see all the stuff that it took to get that picture, and like how, like what headspace you were in, or like if you were
Yeah.
having a really good day or a really shitty day. Like that's kind of cool.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about my, like, personal kind of methodology, I guess, is that I don't just try to fire out images. I'm not like, I need all of these. I need this spot. I need to go to all these spots, get these shots. Like I don't look at like a bucket list of it.
Yeah.
Like when I'm in Virginia, I would just drive and I'd be like, never been down that road. Let's go. And I end up 3 hours away with no phone service, no clue where I am. But I'm like, I just got a picture that I've never seen. There's like one local here waving at me. Like, why the fuck is a Wisconsin license plate in my road right now?
So is that a gun he's holding? That's just a camera.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I got this shot that I've never seen. No one might ever shoot again if it's ever even been shot.
Yeah.
It's like, it's cool to adventure and be like, oh, I've never seen, like, I didn't even know this area existed.
Yeah.
So like people that grew up in my little college town down in Virginia, I know like the area better than them just because I've been down every road trying
Every
to know
nook
where
and
it
cranny.
goes.
Yeah, trying to get cool shots.
Yeah, so that's what so even when we went to Barcelona, like we obviously have like, all right, we need to go check this out, we need to check this out. But I'm like, let's just fucking walk around. Let's see what we find, see what goes on. And then we almost got pickpocketed.
Oh, that's cool.
but we didn't, so it was cool.
How did you almost get pickpocketed?
Obviously we're very white. So
I
they're
can
like,
see that
clearly,
looking at
yeah,
you
they're like,
guys.
clearly you are not from here. And I was like, okay, dope. First thing, we turn the corner. There's a bunch of kids playing soccer, and they just stop. They see us turn the corner. I have shorts on. You can see my phone in my pocket, and they light up. And he's like, "Hey, guys, come here!" And all of his friends start walking at us, and I was just like, "Motherfucker!" I was like, "Really?"
Oh god.
Like already, like at least I was like, "Alrighty, I know what they're gonna do."
Mhm.
So I already kind of got the upper hand. I'm like, "These fucks were really not good. They showed their hand way too early."
Yeah.
And he like runs up to me and he's like, "Oh, cigar!" And I was
Yeah.
like, I don't smoke cigar. He's like, "Want a high five?" And he wanted me to give him a cigar. I was like, once again,
Yeah,
very
you gotta-
bad.
If you're gonna try
Yeah.
to pickpocket Americans, you.
Yeah, so then he just
For
grabbed
sure.
my hand and tried to pull it away from my pocket while he shoved his other hand into my pocket to get my phone. I just like tightened my leg and I just kind of pushed him. I was like, because they were like kids.
Holy shit.
I was like, what? I was like, sure, if you get my phone, you're faster than me, but like, I am way fucking bigger than you.
Yeah, you could take out all of them.
I was like, I don't know what the like. I'm not saying that I'm fucking a UFC fighter out here, but like, you guys are fucking children.
String beans, man.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what you're
No,
expecting out of this. So literally, yeah, they're just like another like. So the one kid gave up, and then another kid was about to step, and I go, "Fuck off!" And I was like, all right, maybe they understand that, maybe they don't, but body language.
They understood, yeah, the tone. The
So
tonality.
they fucking just gave up, and they're like, "Damn it, we'll get the next white people." And I was like, well, you guys are clearly first timers because it was very bad.
What? Damn, I didn't think you were actually when you were like leading
Yeah,
up to it. I didn't think they like actually were.
No,
gonna
his
trust
hand
you.
was like half in my pocket, but he just couldn't get my phone because I just lifted my leg to tighten my pants around the phone.
That's a ninja move, right
Yeah,
there.
I was like, looked like I'm fucking. I got one leg up
Yeah,
and shit.
you're ready.
He's
for
got
him.
my hand over here. I'm like,
Okay,
fuck
dude.
yeah, I don't know what he expected, but they, like I said, if they have, you expect it to be sneaky. You know, you're standing, and all of a sudden, like, ooh, you just feel a little brush.
And you're like,
Your phone's gone.
and yeah,
No, they're like, cigar! And I was like, you guys fucking
definitely
lost right
noobs.
there.
Definitely
Yeah,
fucking.
I was like,
noobs.
unless you guys have a knife, you guys aren't gonna. You don't have a card.
A knife
you can
or a
play.
gun, yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
was like, you
not
don't have a
gonna-
card you can play to get my phone at this point.
Damn. What fuck that, man. I wonder. So is that the only time it's happened to you then?
Yeah, Barcelona's known for being kind of bad for that. We literally got to our Airbnb and the host was like, "Yeah, this isn't really a developed country," and we were just like, "What?"
I feel like you don't say that when
We
you're
were
trying to get it.
Well, dude, he's like sending her, he's texting her like articles, and it's like 2 tourists stabbed in Barcelona, and he's just sending all this, and he's like, people pickpocketed, people dead, and she's like, is he threatening us? Like,
Yeah, is he just trying to make sure it's not you? Like, please respond. Please.
He was like, this was as we were showing up, like trying to get the Airbnb, and he's like, just be careful. He's like, don't look like tourists, and I was like, we look like fucking, we're photographers. He was like, don't bring your cameras. He's like, don't show your cameras. I was like, we're fucking photographers, dude. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Oh,
Yeah, so we're just like, the whole time, for like the first fucking day and a half, we're just like,
On edge.
are we gonna fucking get stabbed? Like, we don't know. Like, I don't think so. Like, we should be fine.
Well, yeah, usually you'd think the host would like try to calm you guys down. Like
He was a
within
super
four-
nice guy when we talked to him. It was just over the phone. We're like, this guy's giving off a really fucking weird vibe.
Really sketchy vibe.
He was not vibing.
Here's what's your favorite thing? Like, what is it about photography as opposed to like any like other form? I mean, obviously you've like you know how to play guitar and you like
Yeah.
music too, but like, what is it with photography that's so different for you?
I think it's definitely the travel aspect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because playing guitar, it's me sitting in my room alone all day, and I'm just like, all right, I can only play so much Rocket League. I need to do something else, and I'm like, fuck it, and I grab a guitar,
Yeah.
play for a little bit, maybe write a song. I have
Mhm.
a roommate, so I don't want to wake him up, so I'm like, all right, play
That's
a little bit,
tough.
kind of quiet, set it down. Whereas photography, I'm like, all right, fuck it. It's cloudy, I got nice fog, I just hop in my car, and I'm kind of in my own little world for like the next 4 or 5 hours, wherever I end up.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing shit that I never expected to see as a kid, being in fucking
Yeah.
Trevor, Wisconsin.
Fucking Trevor trash.
Yeah, exactly.
Scary place over in Trevor.
I know I saw one kid who I know went to jail for a little bit for something involving heroin and or guns. I don't remember. But he's like, what you been up to, man? And I was like,
So, yeah,
going
there's
to
some-
school for aerospace engineering? He's like, what? I was like, why are you so loud?
He's like, oh yeah, we can't hang out.
He was just like, from Trevor? Aerospace engineering? He's like, what does that even mean? And I was like, I don't know how to explain this to you.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, rockets. And he was like, holy shit, from Trevor, Wisconsin. I was like, yep, man.
Wow, he was astonished.
Yeah.
From Trevor, you're able to do it.
Yeah, I remember he used to always he was older than us, so he'd always kind of fuck with my friends a little bit. They threw a bunch of peanut butter jellies at my friend Alex, and they called him peanut butter jelly for like a year. And I thought that was fucking hilarious.
That's very clever.
I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm the best friend because I probably called him peanut butter jelly a couple times too. Here and
Oh,
there.
that's sad.
He's probably like, dude, you're supposed to have my back. And I was like, to be fair, there's a peanut butter jelly on your fucking back. So.
Oh, my back. Damn, that's so sad.
Yeah. They called me Dildo Baggins. That was my nickname from them.
That's kind of catchy though.
Yeah, no, I was never like offended.
Yeah.
It's just funny when I like went to college. Someone's like, I'm gonna call you Dildo, and they're like, you ever been called Dildo before? And I'm like, yeah.
Actually, my
Like
whole life.
thousands of times.
Yeah.
I was like, you think I made it to 18 years old being named Dylan
Yeah.
without being called a dildo?
Yeah, that would be astonishing. If
I
that
know.
was
She was like
possible.
let down. She's like, damn. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, your name's Joan.
She wanted
You're 80 years old.
Joan.
Like, you don't think I know you heard that one?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Fuck you, Joan. We're just gonna toss it. Everyone that name, I'm gonna say fuck you.
yeah, that's awful.
Fuck you, Alex, peanut butter jelly boy.
How did so?
He lives right fucking there too, so
Alex?
I can go over after this and be like, hey man, I made fun of you on a
Wait,
fucking
is
podcast.
he the one?
On the corner right there.
On the
yeah.
okay. Oh, I know who you're. I know you're.
Yeah, peanut butter jelly boy.
I forgot
Yeah.
you guys were close. He's close
Yeah,
as
yeah.
fuck back in the
I
day.
grew up with him. Our dogs got in a fight and we were best friends for a while after that.
That's a weird way to become friends with somebody.
That's all it takes when you're a boy, I guess.
Did your dog win or his dog win?
No, my dog was like this big and he has a golden retriever. Fuck
so-
my dog.
Yeah,
up.
your dog got
Yeah.
fucked up. That's usually little dogs probably start the fight though.
It wasn't as fucked up as when my dad fucking ran it over like years later. You fuck.
Ran your dog
Fuck
over?
you, Dad. I know
Ran
he wants
your-
to. Yeah, he backed over it.
What?
He works third shift. Sorry for the animal lovers out there, but
Fuck.
he works third shift, so he would let the dog out to pee. We didn't have a fence. He lets the dog out, and he's like, all right, and he's like calling the dog, like, all right, you pissed, get the fuck in here.
Mhm.
Dog doesn't show up. Dog's like, I don't have fucking time for this. Dog will run in the backyard. Fucking backs out. Thought he hit a cat. I was like, you stupid fuck. You just called a dog for like 20 minutes and you thought you hit a cat? Nice. And I was at my grandma's. I was like 10, 8, somewhere in there.
Oh.
Yeah,
stop.
dude, that fucking destroyed me. So
What did
fuck
you,
you, Dad.
What did you say to your dad at the time?
I don't know. My mom she's like, Petey's dead. And we were like, what? She's like, he got hit by a car. She didn't tell us it was Dad until we were older.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a
good
smart
move.
move.
That's
That
a
is a
very
smart
clutch move.
Yeah. He literally just texted me, when's your podcast on? What's it going to be? So he's going to watch this.
Oh god,
Yeah,
yeah.
we fucking know. We
Damn,
know.
the whole world knows now.
Yeah,
So
so-
sad.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sad.
Yeah, so that dog did get fucked up by Alex's dog, but no match against a truck. So
Yeah. Fuck.
I fucking love that dog. Disclaimer:
Yeah.
don't fucking. I don't know what your viewers are like. I don't know if they're gonna be like, "Wow, this animal hating." piece
No,
of shit."
they're I call them d-bags a lot of the time.
That's
so,
fair.
yeah.
What is it? This is called detox, right?
Yeah,
So now it's
detox.
double detox. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. 'Cause
Oh, okay,
Dylan
double
and Darren,
Ds.
Double detox.
Savage. I like
Hell
that.
yeah.
I like that a lot. We were talking. I brought up Biden at the beginning, and you wrote a song about Joe Biden
I
way
did.
back when.
I did. That's probably-
What was your inspiration for that song?
For some fucking reason, everyone knows Biden is vaguely racist.
Oh yeah.
Everyone
Diet
knows.
racism. I think.
He was
College humor's a thing.
he was like fighting for segregation and shit back in the day. So fuck you, Joe Biden. But no, that's not a joke. I'm
Really?
pretty sure he did that.
Holy
I've
shit.
seen that and I haven't looked it up, so I don't want to be that guy that's like, yeah. He's
We
a
don't
fucking
fact check
asshole.
anything, so
Okay,
don't
cool.
worry.
Yeah,
I say
fuck you, Joe
the
Biden.
dumbest shit on this podcast.
Yeah, so I
and-
just said, I was just like, dude, Joe Biden called me the N-word. I just said that one day. No
Mhm.
fucking clue why. And my friend Brody Stedman, fuck you, Brody, might as well keep the theme. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, Joe Biden called me the N-word. And he was like, Joe Biden called you the N-word. I was like, yeah, bro, Joe Biden called me the N-word.
Fuck.
And for that whole night, I just kept saying it. And then I just tossed it, and Bernie backed him up. And I like Bernie, so that part, it's just part of the story. That's the
Yeah,
creative
it's just-
liberties.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so we just kept saying that, and like Brody would walk up to people and go, "Hey man, did you hear that Joe Biden called Dylan the N-word?" And everyone was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude." Yeah, so then, like the next day, I was home alone because that's what I do.
Mm.
I thrive in being alone, and I was just doing my classic fucking around on my guitar,
Mm.
and I usually sing like just random shit, kind of like almost a freestyle, I guess, but it's a lot slower.
Mm-hmm.
But so I was like, I just was like singing some random bullshit, and I said, Joe Biden called me the N-word, and I was like, that's fucking great. And I was like, fuck it, I'm making a song. So then I just kind of thought in my head, I was like, what could I do real quick? What could I do? I just kind of played, sang a little bit, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a video. And I wrote it down.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna post this on Twitter.
That's one of my jams for sure, man. I had to show we were recording some shit yesterday with a guy from Beloit that usually helps us out with videos, and I was telling him that you were gonna be on tomorrow. He's like, obviously he doesn't know who you are. He's from
Yeah,
Beloit, and I'm like, oh, this'll tell you everything you need to know. And I'm like scrolling through your Twitter. I'm like, and I was like honestly, I was gonna fucking retweet it again, but I was like, oh no, that'd be kind of weird right now because like I'm having him on tomorrow. But I showed him and he was dying laughing.
I gotta repost it.
That shit's it's gold.
I gotta get Biden. My end goal was for Biden to be like, take it down.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Take down the fucking tweet, dude. I'm like, what tweet, bro? He's like, you know exactly what fucking tweet.
That would be awesome.
That would be my fucking dream.
That would be legendary, dude.
That would be so good.
That would be more impressive coming from Trevor, Wisconsin, than being in.
It was like, what happened last week? It was like him in Michigan, and he's fucking like threatening to slap a construction worker.
Yeah, dude, he was like grabbing people's arms really
dude.
weird too.
I want
like
to do that to me.
Dude,
I want to go to a rally and be like, what's up, Joe? Show him the video, and he'd be like, fucking his
You
old
should
ass
perform
white
it
guy voice,
outside of a rally.
Piece of shit. Fuck you. Let's go outside. I'll slap you. And I'd be like, fucking call me the N-word while you're at it. Fucking
please.
Show him what's up,
please.
dude. We know who you are. Exposed, dude. Canceled.
Cancel Joe Biden.
Fucking hashtag
please
cancel.
#cancel Joe Biden. He's awful. His eyes are falling out.
I'm pretty sure he's a puppet, dude. His brain is just mushed, and then
oh my God,
all the Democrats are just like, fucking, this is the guy.
Yeah.
He's not gonna say no to anything we tell him to do.
Oh God. It was I played, so like, I was big into Yang when Yang was like first running. Obviously, he's not anymore.
I like Yang.
He was cool.
Except for he did top 10 betrayals right there. Fucking, I thought for sure he was gonna be like, yeah, I like Bernie.
Who did he
endorsed
support?
Biden, dude.
He did?
Yeah. His whole reasoning is that like we gotta pick the one guy who's gonna win, and it's like, all right, like he's ahead, and it is a bit of a stretch for Bernie to win at this point, but come on, dude.
But like I just think, and like, to be honest with you, I don't think Biden can. It was like the same thing with like the reason like Hillary couldn't win is because
They're
like
just the same shit, dude.
Well, the debates were Trump was destroying her.
Trump's
He's good at that. I mean, he really sucks, but everyone they just feed right into
Dude,
it.
he debates like me in like an argument with my friends. I just am fucking shitting on him. He
just says ignorant shit, and then he's just like, I'm just gonna say the most outlandish shit because if you have to fact check it and it's wrong, you don't do that till later. Right now, I win. Yeah. You know,
dude, he's like, you're gonna fucking listen to Crazy Bernie and Sleepy Joe.
Yeah,
dude, that's fucking great.
And exactly, and that's what like I don't know. I feel like I don't know who would. I feel like Biden out of the people that are left would do the worst against him. It's just just because I don't think he'll be able to stay awake for
They're
the
all
whole
rich.
fucking.
That's the problem. They're all rich, so they don't care. Democrat, Republican. They're like, we want to keep our money, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
It's like we'll put Biden in there, same shit as usual.
I
fucking like. Don't get me wrong. I don't like Trump, but he's fucking so entertaining.
Oh yeah, hilarious.
I'll give
him
that. It's funny.
Oh yeah.
He's literally shit posting on his Twitter, and it's awesome.
Oh yeah. I mean, didn't he say like coronavirus is nothing like 2 days ago? He was like, it's fake news. It's not a big deal.
2 months and he's gonna have it.
Oh yeah.
He wouldn't tell us. He'd
No.
keep that shit secret.
He would die, and then they'd just play it. They'd play like some pre-recorded
Oh, they'd
video.
be like, he was assassinated because he wants to go out as like a king. And
Yeah.
We'd be like, what?
He was assassinated by Hillary
we saw
Clinton.
him coughing. We know what's up.
God fucking damn it, dude. What have you written any other songs since the Joe Biden thing?
I wrote her a song.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote her a song.
That's special.
I know it is. I used to do that all the time when I was in like 8th grade when I dated a girl and I'd write like a really shitty song. But I actually wrote a good song for her, so it's.
What are you doing with it?
Fucking, I have done
Just
shit.
sitting on it?
Yeah, dude.
Live performance.
I don't know about a live performance. I don't know.
No, dude, I'd love to hear it sometime. You should record some shit with us, dude.
Mate, I want to get back into it a little more. I gotta write more stuff.
Man.
It's
That'd be
fun.
Cool. You're super talented.
I think we should release Joe Biden called Indiana on all platforms.
Official studio release.
God, that would be. I'm telling you, it would probably go viral.
It's fucking the part about it is that it's good. Like the
it's
guitar
so
is
good.
I love that. Like it's all like I'll play it and she'll be like, it almost sucks that you waste it. Like it's not wasted, you know, but she'll be like that you use such a beautiful sounding guitar part for this song because I play it on my 12 string sometimes because it sounds fucking like great.
Dude, you should absolutely. Dude, it would go nuts on TikTok or some shit like that.
I always thought I was like, if I ever started TikTok, that's the only video that I would have to.
If you posted that, it would go nuts. It would go crazy.
I might have to.
You should, and then Joe Biden will lose the election, and we'll be good. Enough
Dude,
people.
Could you
will
imagine
believe
if I single-handedly was the man that tanked Joe Biden's career?
Dude, that would be insane. That would be that's your purpose in
Dude,
life.
he would definitely fucking try to sue me for like slander then.
Oh yeah, he'll get over it.
Yeah, I know he will.
It was just a joke.
He'll die before it happens.
Yeah, he would actually die if you guys.
I'm pretty
went to
sure if
court.
they die during a lawsuit, it's just they forget about it. So I think
Yeah, that's like if someone dies during a class, like you get an A. Is that a real thing?
fucking maybe I don't know. We're about to fucking everyone's got coronavirus now, so they're
Dude, holy shit!
if they're doing that with the classes, then like what? I don't know.
Damn.
One of my professors, I fucking love this guy. He's like fucking 80 years old. So, but we'll see.
Damn, that'd be so cool though. I mean, not cool for someone to die, but
Yeah,
cool
yeah,
to like.
yeah.
Everyone always talks about that, and I've never seen it happen. So,
It's probably just some legend, just like if your teacher doesn't show up after 15 minutes, you can leave. It's like, dude, it's college. You don't have to be there anyways. You can leave whenever you want. For the most part, some people have attendance, and that sucks. But
yeah, that's the worst. I don't go to school at all. All my shit's online, so I'm fortunate with that. But I'm sure I'm gonna have to go back to school someday, but I haven't, since I went to Parkside, and that's been this whole year. So, but it's easy shit. Well, do you got anything else for us, Dylan? Anything you want to really fucking lay out there to the people?
Sherm, I love you, dude.
Sherm, if you're watching this, hopefully I will have already had you on last week. Because it's so weird. I was like saying it because like it's gonna be in 2 weeks. So
yeah, if I can, let's recap. I said fuck you to like 10 people.
Yeah, fuck all those people.
I love Sherm. I dedicate this to Sherm. My dad killed my dog. We'll never forget. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And fuck you.
Joe Biden did call you the N-word.
Rocket scientist.
And you're a rocket scientist who does photography and
we
writes great
bases
music.
here.
Yeah, that was all over the place, but it was awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
I enjoy having you on.
How long was
awesome.
that?
I don't
You
know,
beat
an hour
up
or
a kid
something.
in Spain.
We usually do. How long was it? Oh, you can't see.
I can't see.
Yeah, we usually because when we have it live, it has the timer, but it's pre-recorded.
It's
So
hour and 39.
oh, an hour. And 39.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Hour and 39 seconds.
Sorry,
Good
everyone's
I
probably
can
like.
keep going.
That's what
dude.
I was like. Everyone's probably like, okay, can we like stop listening? To these
I've listened to
fucking
so many
idiots?
Rogan podcasts where that's what they do at the end.
Yeah, well,
And
dude,
we just did it. That's kind of weird.
yeah, it's like
They go for like 4 hours. I'm like, whoa, really?
oh
And
my
I was
God.
always like, all right, come on, 4 hours, but not.
Whenever he has two comedians on, they just fucking
Yeah.
they're gone. They're gone the whole time. Like when he had Segura and Kreischer on.
I love Segura.
Dude, they're
Segura's
fucking
probably my favorite comedian.
really.
He's so funny.
I like Segura. I mean, did you watch Pete Davidson's new stand up?
Yeah.
It was
a little
iffy.
rough.
It was I like the Ariana Grande dig. But
Yeah,
other,
that was
other
pretty
than
good.
that,
Yeah.
it wasn't too hot.
That's probably my other. If I ever do any other venture, my next venture, I think I want to try stand-up comedy.
Oh, you should definitely
I
do
fucking
it, dude.
love stand-up, dude.
Dude, I love stand up so much. Like that's like the only. I don't like to like sit down and watch movies anymore. Like I do because
Yeah.
I have our film guy Harrison who's not here right now. He loves film and like so he's been like kind of showing me the other side of it. And I already loved movies growing up, but like since like we've been doing so much stuff, I just haven't had time. So like if I do sit down, I'm like I want to watch a stand up. I want to laugh.
I love stand-up. I
Stand-up's
actually got
awesome.
to go. I was in LA probably in January. Yeah, in January, and we went to the Comedy Store.
No
And it was
fucking
so
way.
I saw like Bobby Lee. He was my favorite there.
Oh really?
So
Holy
there was
shit.
just like so many hard hitters in the beginning.
yeah.
Got a little weird at the end with some guy, but I don't know what the fuck his name was. But
Some randos popped
yeah,
in.
because we went to the later show, so then they do like the late show at the end. We're just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is happening?
Just guys that wanted some stage time.
Yeah, dude, Bobby Lee's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, dude, I haven't seen any of his stuff in a while. Does he have anything new?
I think he's gonna start working on a special soon, but he has a podcast that she loves and I'm not loving. It's called the Bad Friends Podcast.
Bad Friends.
It's
okay.
it's Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino.
Okay, I'm gonna check that
It's
out.
pretty fucking.
I love.
It's a very interesting.
I like
Dynamic.
the Brilliant Idiots with Charlamagne the God and Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz is a pretty good comedian too. He has a joke that's the joke that kind of blew him up, or at least I think that blew him. I saw him live before this happened, and then he has this joke about Trump, and it's like it's like everyone has jokes about Trump, and they're usually like really shitty, like because he's low hanging fruit.
It's hard to stand out.
Yeah, and it's like so Schultz like he hates talking about him, but he's like, you got to give it to the guy though. Like he's a fucking genius, and he's like goes on this tangent, and then he's saying to basically to women, he's like, how mad would you really be mad if Donald Trump grabbed your pussy? He's like, you can't say that. You can't say grab it by the pussy, and he's like, you guys are talking to thousandaires. This is a billionaire with a B.
I feel like I've heard that.
And it's and he just says like if you're fucking McDonald's greasy ass thousandaire, you're not allowed to fucking finger blast someone without asking. If you're Donald fucking Trump, you're a billionaire. He grabs your pussy. That's the quickest $1 million you've ever made.
That's a lawsuit right there.
Yeah, exactly. You're a millionaire
Hell yeah.
immediately. Other than that, though, man, thanks for being on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll have to kick it again sometime.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna have I had Jonathan on a while ago. We've got Jordan coming on when he gets back from
Oh
LA.
shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, he's coming back in May, right?
yeah, I think that's what he said. He said he would love to be on, and I was like, dude, no fucking way. And so like,
Dude,
I wanted you to.
I'd be down. I'll be back in May because I graduated. I know he asked me when I graduated, so I think he lined it up to be back when I'm back.
Yeah.
I'd be down for a double.
Oh, that'd be
that's
sick.
possible.
Well, I fucking hate these
surprise
microphones.
for it.
I'm getting the Shure SM7, the ones that every podcast
Yeah,
uses.
yeah.
And I want to get we're getting a nice mixer with like a 4-1, so that because I've had Jonathan on too already, so
Mhm.
I really want to. Like, that'd be dope to have all 4 of us on. It'd be
Yeah, dude,
hilarious.
that'd be sick. A little
Just-
panel going on.
Just shit talk, do whatever.
That's what I'm
so.
good at.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Well, thanks for being on, man. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. It was probably weird because this is my first episode. I'm in the comments talking shit with people at the same time as it airing because it'll like premiere
That would've
live.
been pretty fun.
Yeah, so I'll be shitting on people, and you can too actually because you'll be able to defend yourself during the podcast.
Just like those pickpocketers defend myself.
Fuck those pickpocketers.
Fuck you. Yeah, I didn't say that. Hey, those kids
They're
in
the only
Barcelona,
people- how did-
fuck you.
Yeah, how did they not get a fuck you? But thank you guys again. I'll see you guys next week when I am back from vacation. Peace.